Welcome to the Fearfic Podcast, featuring King Mob and Dead Palette as they explore the liminal space of the Backrooms, a place devoid of negativity. None of Slimebeast crying about how the Backrooms Wiki is pointless and proof the internet will ruin anything horror-related. None of Abysmii's bitching about being useless because laws don't exist in the Backrooms and there's no F-150s to get T-boned by. Just two positive dudes looking on the bright side of fluorescent lighting.
Have you ever seen the advertisement, the original advertisement for a taser?
I have not, but I am insanely interested in electricity projection.
It is incredible. The advertisement, with very little hyperbole, is saying, introducing the taser. No one will ever die ever again.
No death, no injuries, no fatal mistakes. From the beginning of time, security and protection have been among the basic needs of man.
The taser just came out onto the market, and anytime anyone was remotely violent, they just got tased, and no one has ever died since then.
Nothing bad ever happened. Nobody burst into flames or anything.
There has never been a time when a police officer has used lethal force ever since the taser was invented.
Until now, safety has meant killing or injuring another human being. That is no longer the case. The Dark Age is over.
Citizen-involved shootings, gone. We're done with those. Citizen-involved zappings, through the roof. We live in a peaceful time because of the taser. So the advertisement itself starts off with a bunch of fancy graphics, and then it's like a guy on a date in a convertible, and he's the most 1980s, just Kentucky waterfall trying to get...
my head.
You see it in your head?
Yeah,
trying to get Slash. I can't remember, but I'm fairly certain he has like a white suit on, which is just perfect.
Absolutely.
He's got that vibe.
Expectations are being subverted here. This is art.
And so a criminal is just like, give me your money and blah blah blah, and then it's so perfect because they're in an alleyway and he has a telephone, a portable telephone. He gets out of the car. This guy's trying to rob them. The guy doesn't recognize what a taser is. Okay, that's cultural context. And then there is a giant thing of cardboard boxes set up. It's just Chekhov's cardboard box right behind the criminal. And so he gets shocked and just flies into the cardboard boxes.
This is already the best birthday I've ever had.
Just wait to see the inside of this club.
Should we hit an ATM first?
There's no need. I've got plenty of cash.
Come on! I won't warn you again. Don't be stupid.
They leave the taser on the ground, and the guy gets on the phone and is just like, I got this criminal here, and he did this. I'm getting the heck out of here with my girlfriend. And they drive off.
Please tell me they did the flash to his skeleton.
No. Unfortunately, that would have been excellent.
His skeleton could still be at large.
They just zap all the skin off and meld them.
Now, the man and his skeleton were clearly working together. They fucking split up. The skeleton was the lookout. Tried clattering his teeth together, but it couldn't be heard over the sound of the violent electrical discharge of peace and tranquility that will never harm a human soul again.
See, that's how a lot of these, FBI assassinations get off the ground. They are like, okay, where's the second man? Turns out it was just one person, but the skin and the skeleton are shooting from two different angles.
Two different angles.
The guy on the grassy knolls was Lee Harvey Oswald. It's just that was his skeleton, and then the skeleton ran back to the book depository in time.
It's true. He actually tried to turn his skeleton in. It turned ugly.
It turned ugly, but, obviously both of them suffered from, getting Jack Rubied.
Yes. Man and skeleton alike fears the 45.
Man and skeleton alike fear Jack Ruby.
Oh, man.
We're going to be visiting one of our, the most popular projects on the internet right now, the Backrooms Wiki. Now, obviously, other people on this podcast have a different opinion about the Backrooms and the idea that, oh, it's cool as this own little story about being trapped in a mundane area and, you know, the looming dread of it, and that's enough, and it shouldn't be expanded upon. We disagree. We're full bore into let's expand this out. Let's milk this cow for all of its blood.
Delicious cow blood.
You know, you can't. It's hard to find cow blood at a store.
Depends on the store. To be fair, you go into your average Walmart. Now, I can't confirm it's blood. It's cow blood, but it's everywhere.
Well, the question is, what was the cow?
It's creeping up the walls.
I'm worried about what was the cow eating? Did the cow eat proper grass? I want my, you know, high quality cow blood, cruelty-free cow blood.
Cruelty-free?
Mm-hmm.
Now I have to draw the line. Don't you know? The fear seasons the blood.
Yeah, you don't torture the cow. You just make it fear it. You have to like set one cow down in front of the other cow and like use the air gun to kill the cow, and then say like, "Hey, cow, look at this gun. Okay, this air gun, it's gonna kill you." Huh?
I don't know. I'm the Marquis de Sade of the steakhouse. I demand a cow tank. I want to be able to pick my cut.
Do you just go to like Texas Roadhouse and you're like, "Yeah, could I get a glass of cow blood?" So Backroom.
Let me eat the child in front of its mother.
Yeah, I don't know what grocery stores you would have to go to. Probably whichever ones Hillary Clinton goes to. Glows to? That was a Freudian slip.
Yeah.
Backrooms.
I wish to assure you that we do not have any information that will lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton, and we are not hiding in the back rooms for our survival and safety.
Would we be hiding in our back rooms for safety from Hillary Clinton, or is that where everybody who criticizes her ends up?
Oh, it's like that scene from Stranger Things where they build the dummy kids. There's just 56 dummies of Hillary Clinton's friends out there somewhere. And meanwhile, they're banished to the back rooms.
There's just a bunch of journalists inside the back rooms in the level the level 0 or whatever it is, and they're just all like getting the hum going on in the background. Why are we here? How do we escape? And they all just slowly piece together. It's like, are you trying to uncover like some corruption or something? Yeah. Oh, that's okay. I see what happened.
And just stay away from Backroom St. James.
So the original story of the Backrooms was just a 4chan green text post about what they're now calling the lobby, which is the muted, mildewy, apartment-looking, shitty yellow wallpaper area with the hum, right? Mm-hmm. This has been exploded out. You know, they have just like, you know, open concepted this. They're doing home network on this bitch, and they're like, no, there's other levels, and we're going to level 1, which is the habitable zone, and hopefully there's a little bit more horror here. The dread might be amped up a little bit, don't you think?
Yeah, maybe like some sort of Resident Evil.
Some residential...
in the habitable zone.
Yeah.
Habitable horror. I am hyped for this.
I'm excited. Let's see what the habitable zone has on store for us.
All right, who wants to kick this off?
I'll kick this off. The survivability difficulty is class 1. Now, I don't know much about these ratings, but class 1, it sounds like we're getting the A1 steak sauce of rooms.
Mandatory and unavoidable. They will surround your table and just lambast you with steak sauce.
Mandatory steak sauce.
It's fucking horrifying.
Level 1 is the level 2 of the Backrooms. The second level of the back.
We are off to a start.
That's a little bit of Brandon being dyslexic and mostly Brandon just reading that correctly.
That is literally just. I mean, I will throw you under the bus for your learning disability at a moment's notice, but this time you are justified and vindicated.
Description. Level 1 is a massive warehouse with concrete floors and walls, exposed rebar, dim fluorescent lights placed on the walls, and a low-hanging fog with no discernible source. The fog often coalesces into condensation, forming puddles on the floor in consistent areas.
All right, so this is mid-remodel Walmart.
Yeah, no, and I do like the liminal space element of the original Backroom story and like being trapped there.
Yeah.
It does remind me of a lot of times in your life when you're younger and maybe you have to go someplace with your parents. It's like Home Depot or something. And you're like, oh my God, I just don't want to be at this place. There's that like horror and dread of being trapped in mundanity. Me at 6 years old in a Home Depot. What am I doing there? I have no business in this Home Depot. I'm just being dragged along, and it's this weird, cavernous, frightening place. It's like that song. It's like, and you may ask yourself, what the fuck is a 6-year-old doing in Home Depot? And you may ask yourself, why is my dad talking about drywall to some 18-year-old who doesn't even know what drywall is, who is hired here because his uncle works here?
Yeah. But I will say this. I do like the one little touch right here, right? Of the low-hanging fog in an interior space.
I would say that if level 1 doesn't have a few things going for it, then that would be kind of, we're starting off with a bang at level 0, right? That's the fun one. That's one everybody knows. This is your first introduction to get us hooked, so there better be some goddamn impressive low-hanging fog.
Yeah, now it feels like an endless parking garage.
There's something to that. There's something to that. I don't want to go into the grocery store, Mom. I want to wait in the parking garage. Unlike level 0, this level possesses a consistent supply of water and electricity, which allows indefinite habitation by wanderers, provided that appropriate precautions are taken. It is also far more expansive, possessing staircases, elevators, isolated rooms, and hallways.
Now, I'm just wondering again, indefinite habitation. What are people in here doing for food? We got the water and electricity.
Yeah, that seems like a little bit of an oversight.
Yeah, I mean...
Maybe there's a food generator in there and you can plug it into the electricity. Get hot chips. Women born after 1993. Inhabitate level 1 of the Backrooms. Eat hot chip and charge their phone. Drink consistent supply of water.
Let's see. The fluorescent lights at any time can flicker on and off for minutes or even hours. When this occurs, hostile entities may appear. The entities rarely attack in groups and tend to avoid light. If the lights turn off, it is strongly advised to try and navigate your steps. Try and avoid strange noises and then find a room. Make sure to bring a light source with you. Good advice. Every time the lights flickers, ghosts attack.
Where are you getting this light source from?
Yeah, just unscrew one of the fluorescent light tubes and go CZW deathmatch on one of these ghosts. Just not...
Jesus!
Just crashing over busted ghost skulls and fluorescent light tubes left and right. Oh, man. And remind me, I got to hit you with the... there's this guy who does this killer Danzig impression. And he sings. He sings the Zandig promo.
That's amazing.
Oh, you're gonna die. Who do you think you are?
I like the idea that these... you got somebody who's been there a while, and then somebody else pops into level 1 of the back room, and they're like, hey, what's going on here? Oh, the lights are flickering out. We gotta hide. The flickers are coming. It's like, what'd you say?
What?
What'd you say?
You only know they're on you when the lights go out and they smile. What?
So I know that there are various entities that they're going to describe later, but that's not a bad idea. They come around when the lights go out.
Yeah. Again, nothing too egregious here. I do have some issues with entities being in the back rooms, but I don't know what to do for it.
You know what? I think that it would be interesting. Now, hear me out on this. There's got to be a level somewhere that is just a puppy mill.
I mean, it stands to reason, absolutely.
So it's just like a animal store where you go and buy pets, and it's just a bunch of pets that never die and just continuously shit and piss into their cages.
You almost had me until the shit. I'm like, I want to go to a place where all my animal friends never die.
No,
but
they're. Have you ever been to a pet store? Like, even as a kid, I was like, man, this pet store is kind of fucked up.
The last time I went to a pet store, I tried to bite a pet. I got confused. I thought I wandered into the restaurant next door. And again, you know me and my steakhouse. But no, I tried to pet this rabbit, and like 3 of them swarmed up and started biting my hand. It was crazy. I did not go back into that pet store.
Yeah, you just show up to a pet store with a bottle of A1 steak sauce. Oh, it's that guy again.
I got the bib, the big old bib with a cartoon cow on it.
You just come in with a bib and it says, "Where are the hot dogs at?"
Natural born griller. All right. So anyways, crates of supplies appear and disappear randomly within the level, often containing a mixture of vital items, food, almond water, batteries, tarps, weaponry, clothing, medical supplies, and nonsensical objects, assorted car parts, boxes of crayons, used syringe, partially burned paper, live mice in a catatonic state that have been injected with unknown substances. It's important to differentiate these mice. Cannot stress that enough. Shoelaces, loose change, bundles of human hair.
Shoelaces, or as the ATF would call them, a gun.
An acceptable noose.
An acceptable noose. Sir, you've been sentenced to death. How would you like to go? Are shoelaces an acceptable noose?
Well, we're going to have to look into this. They should be if we weave enough of them together. And
I mean, you know, you're allowed to have whatever you want for your last supper. I'm assuming that there's got to be some wiggle room with how you die, right?
I want to die in a wiggle room.
I would like to be put into the wiggle room, and I would like to wiggle until I cease to be.
Sounds wonderful.
How the Duke boy's going to wiggle out of this one.
Wiggle out of this here situation. Oh, just a couple of good old boys, never meaning no harm, till they tripped and fell on that shoelace and did themselves self-harm.
Now listen, this truck right here is just a symbol of the South. Don't be alarmed by this flag, okay? All right, but we popped open your trunk and there were nooses in there. Listen, those nooses can be for anyone, okay? Of any race or creed.
Shoelaces for the children.
Those are shoelaces for
the orphanage.
For the cattle orphanage.
Oh, that's where I get my sadistic steak right there. Adopt a cow from the cow orphanage, take it home, show it its really cool room with all the greatest cow toys. Make it feel real at home, real at peace. But every night you walk by the door, firing off the air gun. Just
one day.
Chunk, every night. Until it's time.
That's such a ridiculous idea. No, like you're not just firing it off. You're killing a cow every time.
A different cow.
A different cow just to terrify the one cow.
Gotta season the meat.
That's so stupid. You're not even eating the cow you kill. You're just illustrating it.
Oh man. All right.
I suppose you could use a smaller animal, right? I guess you could use a cat, you know?
That's just mean.
Well, I like, what would that do? What would that do? Would that obliterate a cat?
I would imagine so. It'd be like the cat silencer from Postal.
I'm guessing it would just be like, it would have to be like the cat guy hit with a 50 cal, right? Like it would just explode the cat.
Or a 9mm. Blow the lung right out.
I'm sorry. It's just the funniest shit in the world. We've had 2 presidents in a row that just there's no filter. And I love it. I love having presidents that have no filter. They'll just make up crazy shit on the spot.
Yeah, we have moved officially into the clown act.
Yeah.
Wait till you see the grand finale.
Did you read the crate part yet?
Yeah, I just finished the crate, so I'm about to say that's how we know where they're getting their food and supplies from.
So yeah, that's where their food is, partially burned paper.
Partially burned paper and anomalous mice.
An arsonist here for partially burned paper. In addition, crude paintings and drawings with no apparent origin or meaning appear on the walls and floors. They are known to change in appearance and disappear when not in the direct line of sight or when unlit. The light fixture within level 1 are prone to flicker and fail at consistent intervals. When this occurs, supplies are liable to vanish inexplicably and hostile entities may appear unexpectedly. Well, you would expect them if the flickering causes the flicker entities to arrive, right? These entities rarely attack in groups and tend to avoid light in larger gatherings of people. It is advised to carry a reliable light source and sleep gripping your pillow tight. Sleep holding whatever items you do not wish to lose. Level 1 also serves as the entrance to the hub.
I don't want to go any deeper into the back rooms. They expose horrifying truths about myself.
Oh boy. Well, what entities do we have in level 1? I this is a comfortable play. Remember, we're happy. We're enjoying this. Okay. Abysmii, Slimebeast, they're sourpusses. They're giant crybabies that are mad that these people are out there living their best life, writing these good stories.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've taken these wonderful, wonderful
States.
liminal places that just freak people out, just the concept of being in them, and they gamified it. There's loot drops.
Yeah, there's loot drops. Okay, and
Loot crates.
The whole thing, the PT Silent Hill hallway where words appear and disappear and stuff, that's there. This is like, you said liminal space. This is like a liminal steak. And we had a liminal steak, and that was the original Backrooms, and now we've just coated it in steak sauce. Delicious
Liminal sauce.
Liminal sauce.
It's a sauce that you're not supposed to enjoy, but when nobody's around and you think you're by yourself, you do.
You go to the steak shop, the high-end steak restaurant, and you get yourself a steak, and you ask them, "Ma'am, I need an entire glass of steak sauce. That way I can dip my steak into it."
Like a gentleman.
You're not using a fork or knife. You're just picking up the steak and dipping it into the glass.
Yes.
You roll it up and do a straw and suck the steak sauce.
That's how you get the cow blood smoothie, dude. Cow blood, steak sauce, meat straw. Anyways, speaking of meat straws, let's look at some of the other entities hanging out here. All right, beings typically lurk in level 1 especially when the lights are off. Known beings on level 1 include dullers, adult facelings, hounds, skin stealers, and scratchers.
Let's look into what these are. Entity 6, known as the dullers, are gray humanoid entities with long arms that seem to be made out of a tar-like substance. Any comments? Any politically correct comments about dullers?
Oh, I'm not touching this one again. Oh, no.
If you click on what the dollars actually look like, you will see a JPEG of a child's drawing.
That they somehow got out of the Backrooms.
They got that out of the Backrooms, yes. This is just the scientist's rendition of what a dollar might look like.
It's a scientist's rendition of a child's depiction of a dollar.
Uploaded on here, hypothetically.
Yeah.
Now, let's say, hypothetically, you were trapped in the Backrooms on level 1, and let's say, hypothetically, that while in the habitable zone, the light started to flicker, and let's say, hypothetically, a dollar catches you with your pants down. What are you going to do in that situation?
Poop.
Poop to assert dominance. Yeah, I agree.
However it takes it, pooping.
Okay, and entity 8 is a hound, as was mentioned. Hounds will show up, and the hound seems to be a skinny dog with a human head.
Ah, yes, the reverse furry.
This is. Do you think this is what dogs who don't hang out with other dogs and are domesticated, your normal house dog thinks they are? They're just like they don't look in the mirror very often, and you can't get
when
them.
When they do, it freaks them out. They don't understand.
They don't understand. That's because they're getting body dysmorphia. They're like, well, I'm not that thing. I got to be like those other things that are feeding me.
It makes perfect sense.
It makes perfect sense. They are. You're like you said, they're reverse furries.
They absolutely fucking are, and it's horrifying me because we have another scientist depiction of a child's sketch, and it's just a guy walking on all fours.
So it's a hound are nude humanoid entities with unkempt black hair on their heads and large mouths filled with sharp teeth. They have long bony limbs, sharp claws, and crawl on all fours like a dog, hence their name.
They are some of the more common hostile enemies found in many levels of the Backrooms, but are less common in the deeper levels. They are very, very dangerous and become agitated when they see their own reflection. Somebody sets off firecrackers, thunder especially, but also when they see someone in a hostile state, but can be intimidated. They can be intimidated.
They can be intimidated. You can punk out a hound all you want.
Yeah.
It does look like you could easily just like kick it in the fucking face.
Yeah, just push it the fuck over.
I would be more scared of like a Doberman. Like a Doberman can or like a German Shepherd, like a strong muscular dog could fuck you up way easier than this thing.
Yeah, I mean, because again, it just looks like a dude on all fours. I'm expecting to find very human teeth in that mouth, despite the claims.
Yeah,
How do they know?
This just looks like a person that's into puppy play,
Deserves to be banished to the Backrooms.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm seeing stuff. I'm seeing people pop off and talk about how cool the Backrooms are, and then I just click on the scratcher and I see an image, a messy and bad children's drawing of the scratcher. Why have all of these scientists in the back rooms? We need to figure this out. Okay, there's got to be a logical reason. Why did all of these scientists studying the back rooms decide to make artist renditions of children's drawings of these entities?
Maybe the scientists in the back rooms are just children. They're wearing adult lab coats and like adult mop suits and all that, but they're trailing around behind them with their floppy sleeves.
And they got their little adult bow ties on.
Yeah, they got the little horn rim glasses and everything. It's adorable. Except they also operate with the same sanction as the SCP Foundation, which makes them terrifying.
They have access to guns. All of them have guns on their hips in case they get drawn into the back rooms and need to protect themselves.
Also, apparently the Scratcher is just 90% flash flare.
We also get Skin Stealers, which doesn't have a hyperlink, so maybe that story got deleted, that entry got deleted? I don't know. We have Facelings, which are Slenderman.
Middle-aged Slenderman hanging out in a pink shirt with his slender son.
Yeah, we get it's like very normal Caucasian American Slendermans.
They're doing very well for themselves, and that's admirable.
Yeah, they're upper middle class Slendermans. Yeah. Slenderman himself is, he is a well-to-do person. But he has a suit. He has a suit. It's a nice suit. It's very stretchy. It has a lot of give, so his limbs can stretch out. These are just well-to-do upper middle class Slendermans and women.
Yeah, don't want to discriminate any more than I already have.
That is just like a shortcut to scary is just person without face.
It really is. That or walking backwards.
The backwards man, the backwards man, the backwards man.
I don't know if my mic is picking this up, but there are two horses fucking in my front yard right now.
Okay. I am not hearing this. I wish I did.
Well, it's happening. I can assure you.
and you can do nothing but turn a blind eye to it.
I can do nothing but watch.
That's all that happens sometimes. Is sometimes you see something happening on your doorstep and you're powerless to stop it. You just have to watch the atrocity happen.
After 30 minutes, I said, that's enough. This is fucking sick.
This is fucking disgusting. Colonies and outposts. There are currently 8 known colonies and outposts on level 1. It should be noted that attempting to meet with these colonies will prove extremely difficult as the backrooms stretch out for millions of miles. Millions, okay?
Millions of miles.
So the backrooms stretch out for millions of miles. Is that just level 1 or is that all of them? Let me know, backrooms expert King Mob.
Yeah, I have been consulting with the finest child scientists and baby geniuses, and all they just shrugged. No one knows.
They're just like millions and billions of corridors.
Just millions and millions of miles, and you could get lost in there, and even your mommy couldn't find you.
And occasionally your mom will come over the intercom and say, come to the front desk.
But you can't find the front desk. It's millions of miles away.
It's so far from the toy aisle.
Anyways, what do we got here?
Some of them may not exist now. Some of them may not existed at all. Might not have existed. They don't exist.
And they may exist in the future.
And they might not exist in the future after that.
It's true. It's Schrodinger's Raiders at this point.
Yeah, so we're on to the Raiders. Let us know about this.
All right. Recently discovered group with an expected number of 68 members. They are mostly friendly with regular travelers and willing to trade. We'll shoot down.
Are we shitposting with 68 members? Like, are we doing a thing? I'm trying to figure out, like, was the person sitting down writing this and they're just like, 69 is not a number that we can use.
Yeah. They're inviting you to be the 69th member.
I'd rate the back rooms with these raiders. Let's find out what kind of...
They seem pretty legit, truth be told.
Yeah.
Again, they're raiders, but they travel and trade and do business with people.
That's beginning to just sound like... citizens.
Yeah. Oh, man. They will shoot down members of certain groups.
Okay. I'm less willing to join the Raiders now.
Yeah. All right.
Well, maybe we can specify this group. This group is just like bad people who do bad things, evildoers.
The lights flickering again.
Oh.
All right. Currently, they're not very strong. So they got knocked out after being suspected of making an alliance with the party goers during Operation End Party. This is some Chanology shit.
Oh, man. I want to see the party goers and the Raiders go to war with each other at Operation End Party.
Yeah, that's the story. Jeez.
That's the story.
Slinky man comes bursting through the walls.
He just comes he comes bursting through the walls. It's like, you have the, he burst through a wall into the habitable zone, and you can see on the other side, it was just the original back rooms, the yellow room, right? He comes bursting through, and as he does, it's just like, party rock is in the house tonight.
Oh, God, and I'm just imagining Dullars flicking light switch, making sweet rave effects.
You can just, like, slowly hear Sandstorm fading in, and they just burst through the wall.
It's coming. All right, let's see. I don't want to move on from that sentence. I'm not going to lie.
Operation End Party sounds like the real story here. It's so hard to find.
And there's no link for it, and I need to know about End Party.
They're just cock teasing us, like us never telling people what the Briscoe Protocol is.
The truth is too horrifying to tell. All right. Apparently, their main objective is to eradicate every big group in the back rooms. claiming that adding corruption or politics into the back rooms would make it an even worse place.
Well, okay. Okay, interesting. I'm again, we're back and forth with the Raiders. We're like, oh, they're a group of travelers that like to trade, all right, that shoot random people.
Certain people
that hate partygoers. I don't know. That hate politics coming into the back rooms.
They are just the contingent from Ancapistan. All right, let's see.
Well, would the ANCAPs be the Raiders or the partygoers? I guess we don't know a lot about the partygoers.
We don't know.
Maybe they have a misleading name. Maybe the partygoers are not party people in the house.
Maybe it's the Nazi partygoers.
It could be.
I mean, it could be anything. We have nothing to fucking define this. Whatever party you want it to be. Is it Andrew WK? Is it Stalin? The choices are yours.
It's one of those ink blot tests. The partygoers are whatever you see them as. Let us know in the comments what you think the partygoers are about.
Oh, now do you see Andrew WK or Slobodan Milosevic? All right, let's see. Where the hell are we at?
We are the partygoers. We wear brown shirts.
Brown shirt party! I shouldn't say that.
I'm just imagining that now, like a frat club, a frat house, just having like, everybody come to the brown shirt party.
Oh, shit. All right. They want to wipe out all the big groups, politics making it even worse place. They plan to get bigger and bigger by stealing and taking over colonies. And these sound like two different groups already.
Yeah.
However, failed when they tried to steal Outpost Fun. What?
What? Yeah. Read it.
Outpost Fun Time.
Outpost Fun Time.
Oh my God. I need to know this, but I can't get through these sentences.
It's just a giant cock tease of lore.
It is, and I need to know.
They drop all of these phrases that are like, hey, there's fun lore over here. You're not allowed to have it.
Although recounts don't show this, a camera footage has been found. 60 raiders were killed in this incident. This led to MEG to believe they are making an alliance with the partygoers. So they were recently destroyed in the Battle of Midtown. So did they have 128 members? Are they down to 8 members now?
It's really unclear. But 60 people died.
How wild was this party?
You know, base flicker. Oh my God, the term flickers is unironically being used.
Oh God.
We were memeing.
So I can say it.
Based flickers.
We should probably still censor that out.
We'll censor that part. But it's based flickers.
Leave it in, but just leave it in and throw a damn censor over it.
Based flickers. I can't believe that it's based flickers of the backroom colonists. It's so weird that where we start is you don't know when, you don't know how, but sometime you just consciously end up in level 0 of the back room.
You just no clip out of reality, and now you're being confronted by a raider gang.
And so you're there by yourself, and now the stories have evolved to the point where it's just like, no, people are trapped there. You will encounter them. They're forming political alliances. There are based flickers around. I think I just heard some horses fucking.
Yeah. That might have been the truck that pulled up to watch the horses fuck.
Do you get that happening often?
Yes, I do.
Well, other people don't have the convenience of being able to watch it from their front porch. They got to come.
But no, my neighborhood has gotten oddly popular because people like to come and see these wild horses that come down and take over the park and shit everywhere. And they'll fan their fucking turds out all over the place, and the people will just clap and cheer.
I'm just imagining it like fanning a hammer on a revolver, just fanning turds everywhere.
I don't know if horses actually do that. Hippos do, and it's fucking disgusting.
Oddly popular here for Horse and Pony Show. Based flickers of the Backroom Colonist are a relatively small base owned by the main group, friendly and open to trade. This is all so incredibly enthralling. I am so unbelievably invested in these based flickers. What about you?
I'm just perplexed by the people that dwell in these back rooms, because I skipped ahead by two posts, and they have Wi-Fi.
They has public Wi-Fi and allows people to go there for internet catch up. You know, just what do you make of it? Usually used in fandom or Reddit posts.
Yeah, but say they're also on Reddit. So the only thing you can do in the back rooms is post on Reddit and steal.
I don't know what to make of the fact that okay, let's skip ahead. Republic of level 153. They have around 40 members, take-in survivors, exist in the creation. So this is like a post-apocalyptic world, but you're trapped in the back rooms, right?
Yes.
And they have 60 guns and 3 machine guns. Are you enthralled with these notes?
I do support the Republic of 153.
They seemed, you know, like
out of all of the riveting detail presented here, their love of guns speaks to my soul.
Yeah, they have 3 of them are machined guns.
Yeah.
And there's some biologists.
3 fully semi-automatic assault rifles.
They have biologists, large out. Why aren't we getting any details on what kind of guns they are? Okay, listen, gun nerds here. We want to know.
Yeah.
We got biologists. They have a large outpost, friendly and open to trade. Study the population of entities, analyze and collect DNA samples. What are they? Or do they? I guess they just have.
What's their arsenal? What's their arsenal?
Yeah, they don't have any. They got test tubes and beakers. They're the children.
The lost children scientists of the back rooms.
What about the orderly republic? Okay, what do we got going on there?
All right. The largest outpost in level 1 consists of mainly young adults. Quite friendly, always open to trading. It's like they blew their entire load on the raiders. And none of this has been fleshed out at all yet.
And still,
plenty of room for growth.
Plenty of room for growth. It's only upwards.
Yeah. You got bare bones of what they're about. All you writers out there, get to it. Make something cool.
Okay, listen, all of these, they're prompting you to just go there. And if you want to add an entity to this, there's a child that will make a drawing for you.
Absolutely. The finest child scientist, artist, recreationists will sketch your Backrooms entity.
And turn it into a Backrooms NFT.
Yeah. And then sell it back to you. That's the true horror of the Backrooms.
This has been an interesting ride. Yeah. I think that I'm kind of tapped for the day on all of this fun backroom stuff in the habitable zone. Let's go a place that's a little less habitable. You want to see what's going on in Pipe Dreams, which is level 2?
Let me figure out how to get there.
All you have to do is no clip into the Pipe Dreams. Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! Pipe Dreams!
No, I still can't find the link.
The link is in the Skype chat.
What? Oh! Skype chat.
Oh my God!
Well, man, we've been falling for a long. What? There we go.
Whoa! We no clipped. Shit.
Yeah. Right to the back rooms. Here we are.
Back rooms. We're in level 2, which is the 3rd level of the back rooms. Makes perfect sense. Description: level 2.
Level 2 is level 1 of the back rooms.
Level 2 consists of long, dim, concrete maintenance hallways with steam pipes lining the walls and ceilings. Doors are rarely found, housing metal shelves and ventilation ducts. The pipes cause the heat in level 2 to reach immense temperatures, reporting 200 Fahrenheit and higher. Boiling any wanderer alive is described as being generally more decayed than the previous levels. Decayed. That's what I think about when I think of pipes and steam rooms and all of that kind of stuff is decay.
Yeah, you've never seen a well-maintained steam boiler room that's brightly lit.
I would say that I would describe most steam rooms that I have seen, boiler rooms, as rusty or leaky or moldy, but I wouldn't think of like the term decay. That kind of like implies biological matter rotting or something.
Yeah, well, never said what the pipes were made out of.
People pipes.
People pipes.
People
Meat
pipes.
straws.
And you know what's cool is the meat straws are like the steak, and you suck up the blood. You know what?
You could just bite into one of these wall meat straws and get a delicious treat.
You know, here's the thing too: is I don't know if a lot of people know this. Steak sauce is actually made out of cow's blood.
It's utterly fantastic if you get the right shit.
You just get the cornstarch and the cow's blood and a little bit of milk, and then boom, you got A1 steak sauce.
Add brain matter for extra kuru.
And then what you do is you feed the brain matter to a cow, and then you get mad steak sauce.
Oh, yeah, it's all they can fucking do. Just bleed everywhere.
And then you start bleeding out, and then other humans drink your blood.
Yeah, it's the circle of life is what it is. Y'all don't need to explain it to y'all.
And then, oh my God, so you're just sleeping, right? You're just sleeping, and you hear, and you wake up, and then there's a cow at the foot of your bed holding an air gun.
Oh, God. The tables have fucking turned. I knew this life of insanity would catch up to me.
What are you doing, Henry the cow?
Now, you know, I was just joking with you. There's murder. And it points an accusing hoof in your direction.
You know, the cow doesn't need an air gun. The cow can just like get on the bed and kill you.
No, this is poetic.
Well, the cow's trying to frame your neighbor, because if you put you have this person.
This is an unexpected fucking twist.
The investigators show up and there's cow hooves all over. It's like this got cow feet all over it. Yep.
But what if it was a man wearing cow print shoes?
Typical mad cow disease.
All right. So, anyways, occasionally doors can lead to small rooms that make machinery. They can.
That's a thing that they can.
Not always, mind, but they could. If they tell you any fucking different, they're a liar. They contain machinery that are connected to the pipes present throughout the level. Random items that were left by other explorers can be found in the metal shelves. Due to the insalubrious conditions found in level 2, roaches and mice are found around the hallways. Now, it's rare one of these stories pulls out a goddamn triple word score fucking piece of verbiage even I don't know. But insalubrious.
I don't think I've ever heard the term insalubrious. Well, I think I might have, but I have no idea what it means.
Let's
hit up thesaurus.com via Bing and figure out what insalubrious means.
Insalubrious.
Especially of a climate or locality not salubrious, unhealthy.
Bruh, this is not salubrious.
Bruh. Anti-insalubrious. You just go to a KFC and order food, and you fill out the little survey they give you, and you're just like, the food that they served me was insalubrious. The condition of my food was insalubrious, much like the food found on level 2 of the Backrooms, which is the 3rd level of the Backrooms. I know it's a little... Well, they do have roaches and mice, though. The question is, will you eat the bugs?
Will you be happy?
Will you be happy? Will you eat the bugs?
Now, my fucking grocery store started selling a bunch of insect protein-based snacks all of a sudden. You will eat the bugs. It's unavoidable.
You will eat the bugs.
You will eat the bugs. You will be happy.
If you're stuck in level 2, you will eat the bugs and the mice.
And the meat straws.
I can't stress this enough, though. Level 2 is the 3rd level of the Backrooms, which makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Subsections of level 2 are completely devoid of light, while some others are only lit up by alternate sources of light. Oh, such as flashlights and lamps, of course. A notable humid, musty smell can be found in areas where the pipes exist.
Could we get that for just any sort of like alternate fuel source? It's like we're looking into
such as gasoline.
Such as gasoline. And such as gasoline and coal. Level 2 is far more dangerous than level 1 due to the hazards above and sheer number of entities inhabiting the level. If you come in contact with a creature in this level, it is advised that you run immediately as they are incredibly hostile and will kill off most victims.
In the most unsalubrious fashion.
That guy, salubrious, let's get him.
He's celebrating.
He's celebrating all over the place.
Oh, God, celebrate good times. Come on.
Salubriate good times.
All right.
It's salubriation. I don't know what to make of this, and I think that we should probably, cut it here in terms of the Backrooms. But I am sure we'll show back up and we'll read all 999 different types of entities in the Backrooms, and we'll probably just turn this into a Backrooms podcast.
I mean, what else are we gonna do?
Yeah, just read other stories. That sounds like a good idea.
I mean, you won't let us. I mean, those horses, they delivered the message that this is our calling. They will fuck again.
There's just
next time in the house.
Inside your bedroom, you're playing with the air gun, and then outside, the horses are fucking, and the cow's just watching, being an incel cow, getting increasingly angry.
Isn't that how Sallow started?
Sallow?
Last 120 Days of Sodom? Oh, forget it. It's Serbian film before Serbian film was Serbian film.
Serbia has nice people.
It should not be judged by the quality of the one film they decided to share with the outside world.
That's just Phil. He made a weird film.
I mean, we were excited at first because finally Serbia is getting the criminally underrated Serbian film scene is finally going to get some representation. Then we watched it.
What's funny is I still have no clue what Serbian film even is, and I want to continue that.
That's for the best.
This was the Fear Fiction Podcast. Your hosts were King Mob and Dead Pallid. Music by Abysmii. Edited by Elias the Intern. Art by CF Comer. Subscribe to Fearfic to stay up to date on all your bathrooms, secret, secure suicide sex closet needs. I no-clipped into a special part of the Backrooms. Now, I ponder on not doing that. By double. So this happened to me the other day. I was sitting in my Snorlax beanbag, playing my Nintendo Switch, listening to my wife in her bedroom with her friend, Tyrone. They were just playing Leapfrog. According to her, it's the new competitive sport. Anyway, this isn't about her. God, I miss her. And Tyrone. So the noises my wife was making started to make me horny. So I unzipped, and before I could get the Vaseline, I suddenly no-clipped. And guess where I was? The Backrooms. The exact yellow room I upvoted on Reddit once. Anyway, after realizing I was in the Backrooms with my 4-incher hanging out, I put it back into my pants and wet them. After which, I vomited. And then I got up and exploded. I really wish I hadn't done that. Suddenly, before I knew it, this giant, fat woman that smelled like a mixture of schmegma and rotting fetuses approached me, jump-scaring me, and started screaming,
"What the fuck did you say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know I graduated. top of my class in the Navy SEALs, and I've been involved in numerous raids on Al-Qaeda and have over 300 confirmed kills. I am trained in guerrilla warfare, and I'm the top sniper in the entire U.S. Armed Forces. You are nothing to me but just another target. I'll wipe you the fuck out with a precision the likes of which has never been seen before on this earth. Mark my fucking words. You think you can get away with saying that shit to me over the internet? Think again, fucker. As we speak, I am contacting my secret network of spies across the US, and your IP is being traced right now, so you better prepare for the storm, maggot. The storm that wipes out the pathetic little thing you call your life. You're fucking dead, kid. It can be anywhere, anytime, and I can kill you in over 700 ways, and that's just with my bare hands. Not only am I extensively trained in unarmed combat, but I have access to the entire arsenal of the United States Marine Corps, and I will use it to its fullest extent to wipe out your miserable ass off the face of this continent, you little shit. If only you could have known the unholy retribution your little clever comment was about to bring down upon you, maybe you would have held your fucking tongue. But you couldn't. You didn't, and now you're paying the price, you goddamn idiot. I will shit fury all over you, and you will drown in it. You're fucking dead, kiddo.
Then she killed me. But because I'm in the back rooms, I'm now a Creepypasta character that can 1v1 Vegeta and Goku. Ask me anything. We'll update later. Also, a dog dies somewhere. Oh no, the woofer dog. Oh no, not the heckin' poor good boy Pupperino Bork Long Boy Cloudy Boy. No, not the bamboozled melt. Brup, brup, brup. You're doing me a frighten. I'm so angry right now. What the fuck did you write, Double? Jesus. Are you tired of missing social events due to blood loss? Can't visit the zoo because your femoral artery was severed in a back alley knife fight? Rare stomach disease having you evacuating liters of blood from your sphincter, preventing you from finding the person of your dreams? Enough bleeding dry from a 45 ACP gunshot wound to the gut because you took some redneck's parking spot at the Texas Roadhouse. Take back control of your life with Hemadrill. Hemadrill is an alarmingly fast-acting blood-generating tablet that targets the centers for blood production in the body and kicks them into overdrive. Unlike other blood replacement solutions that rely on blood transfusions, Hemadrill dehydrates the fluids in your brain to create new, fresh blood. Hemadrill does not stop bleeding. Hemadrill may accelerate and exacerbate bleeding. Hemadrill has been shown to cause temporary and permanent death in semi-common circumstances. Hemadrill-generated blood may cause iron toxicity syndrome in women and men. Those squeamish at the sight of blood may become upset by seeing blood. Ask your Brave New World pharmacist for a prescription today. It's a brave new world. Brave New World Pharmaceuticals.
I think we can end the episode there.
Yep. I definitely do want to keep this going with some Backrooms fucking shenanigans.
I never want to do Backrooms again.